and you're welcome back to another exciting edition of The Q. And I have to say, I am very excited about today's edition. My name is Jonathan.
And I'm Ciara, and for the next 30 minutes we will bring you a show packed to the brim with current affairs, entertainment and lifestyle, all in your Fingal area.
Yeah, it's an absolutely jam-packed show, and we were out visiting the Irish pentathlon team as they trained for the 2012 Olympics.
Our reporter Aisling popped along to the Millbank Theatre in Rush to check out the Rush Dramatic Society's production of The Playboy of the Western World.
First up, are you sick of those long journeys home on the Nightlink after a night out in town?
I sure am.
Well, fear not, because we're taking a step back in time and we're going to look at boogie nights at the Light nightclub in Blanchardstown. And our reporter Jennifer Drennan went out to look at how local nightclubs are at the weekend.
Brilliant.
I'm Jennifer Drennan, and tonight FCTV have been invited to Light nightclub in Blanchardstown. We're going behind the scenes to show you the newly refurbished venue and their first event of 2010, throwback to the 70s. We're talking big hair, bold colours and live performances you don't want to miss. Hi Susan, can you tell us a little bit about tonight's event?
Jennifer, tonight's event is all about 70s theme, so lots of colour and lots of glam and glitz, and just basically everyone having a good time, relaxing and enjoying themselves.
And what is it about Light nightclub that makes it different from other nightclubs in the area?
Well, it's a new nightclub. We actually launched in October there of last year, so it's just really a place that everyone can go. It's for all ages, really.
Tonight's event is the first of 2010. What do you think Light nightclub will offer for 2010?
Well, we've always been one of the leading clubs. We've always done theme nights. This is only the third week in January and already we're having a theme night. We'll probably have a white party this year. We've always had a beach party. That's always been huge.
You have so many different sections. You've got your cocktail bars, you've got your lounge area. Like, you know, is it kind of an exclusive areas in the nightclub itself?
No, we don't do that because we think that everybody should be given the chance to go around the whole club and to experience the whole club.
We're here in Light nightclub, and tonight we are talking to
Aaron,
Lana, Danielle,
Brian.
Peony.
and they are Stiletto Creative. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Basically, we're a group of dancers, 32 of us in total. We all came from different backgrounds. We all competed, took dance classes for many, many years. Everybody brings their own personality into everything that we do. We're also fully trained with fire performing. We do snake charming.
Wow.
A bit of everything we can do.
Guys, you were amazing. Did you really enjoy yourselves out there?
Yeah, we had an absolute ball.
Did you put that routine all together on your own?
Yeah, with the help of myself and Alana, we put it all together.
That was amazing. Well done. And you're going to enjoy yourself for the rest of the night? Are you going to go out and have a dance in Light nightclub?
I think we might.
January blues? Yeah, right. We've just shown you a nightclub that not only offers promotions and event nights, but also amazing atmosphere and great fun. Make sure to check it out. We've shown you the inside scoop. Now it's your turn.
Next up, Jonathan went along to meet the Irish pentathlon team, two of which are native Fingalians, at their training camp while they prepare for the 2012 Olympics. Let's see what Jonathan got up to.
Now, joining me here on these giant rubber inflatable balls is two of the elite athletes. We've got Tal and Éanna. Tal? How are things?
Good, right.
So you are an elite athlete. How long have you been training?
I suppose I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years now. So training hard for like the last year and a half.
What about yourself, Éanna?
I've been doing it for like 5 years, I suppose, and just doing pretty intense training for the last 2 years.
You won a silver in the Swiss Games?
Swiss Open. Yeah.
Swiss Open.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was a nice experience.
Been here since July and I've set up a high performance programme geared around our elite athletes, which you can see behind me, and some development athletes, trying to push them to qualify for the Olympics in 2012. We've presented our case to the Irish Sports Council and they were very impressed, and we're hoping to hear if we're going to get some funding.
London's, 2.5 years away. It is close, but at the same time, these guys have got something special going on here. To see the guys running around the track, and some of them have got great technique, and I tell you what, it's all about having guts as well, and seeing them training and pushing themselves. It's really impressive. I just think you can see some really exciting steps for them, because the Olympic champion in 2000 was someone called Stephanie Cook, and she took up the sport seriously 2 years before that. So within 2 years, she went from really just dabbling in the sport to being Olympic champion.
Yeah, have to admit, I really enjoyed the day, so best of luck with the training, lads. Now we're out at the Millbank Theatre in Rush, where our reporter Aisling caught up with the cast and crew of the Rush Dramatic Society's production of The Playboy of the Western World. Now let's see how Aisling got on the opening night of the play.
Hi, I am back in the Millbank Theatre to meet with the Rush Dramatic Society about their exciting new production of The Playboy of the Western World. We'll be meeting with their director, Sean Corcoran. We'll be getting behind the scenes with one of the cast members, and also meeting with the set design crew who built all of this. If you haven't seen the play, in short, it does centre around a character, Christy Mahon, an apparent parasite who sets off into the west of Ireland to tell the locals about his recent exploits. But soon enough, his dead father arrives on the scene to burst his bubble. I've already said too much, so you're going to have to get down here to the Millbank Theatre to check out their production of The Playboy of the Western World. When the play was first performed in the Abbey Theatre in 1907, it caused apparent uproar. The politicians and the general public were describing it as inhumane, immoral and vile. Well, despite this controversial, it has toured the world for the last 100 years and Ireland, and has been hugely successful.
It probably was back in 1907 when it went on. It's unlikely there's going to be riots here at the Millbank this time around. Hopefully there might be, but it's good for publicity. But I think it goes hand in hand with the fact that I think the Playboy is misunderstood. It's a very complex play. It's as complex as any of the Greek classics. It's as complex as Shakespeare. But I think when they saw it first, they thought it was very stage Irishy and a bad representation of people in the west of Ireland, which is not what Sing was about. They did react to some words in it which they thought were vulgar and very sort of crude at the time, which they wouldn't be obviously nowadays. But I think it was more of a misunderstanding that they thought that the people in the west of Ireland, they thought that Irish people were being portrayed in a very bad light, and it's not the case. And that's what we've hoped to try and do with this production, is show the reality of it. You know, people think that the Playboy is a melodrama, but it's not. It's a very realistic play, a really, really strong drama.
You're only saying it. You did nothing at all. A soft lad the like of you wouldn't slit the windpipe or the screeching sow.
You're not speaking the truth.
I'm not speaking the truth, is it? Or would you have me knock the head of you with the butt of this broom?
Don't strike me. You killed my poor father Tuesday was a week for doing the like of that.
I've been a member of the Millbank here for a long time, but I've been teaching Sing for again a few years now. But to actually get out of the classroom and put it into performance has been a great experience. A wonderful cast and a great director as well. So
we're also working with students from Coláiste Dúlaig who have designed the set for us. We met with them, had some pre-meetings with them before we went into rehearsal. We came up with a concept and they've designed it, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's been a great venture altogether, you know.
Great stuff.
Come following me. If he's heard what I said, he'll be having me knife, and I'm going home lonesome in the darkness of the night.
So I'm here with Patrona. She's a student from Coláiste Dúlaig Interior Design course. Hi Patrona.
Hi Aisling, delighted you're here.
Thank you. So tell us how you got from the initial idea to this stage here.
the drama had several plays coming up this year, and Sean suggested this one for us. So we had several meetings with Sean, and the main thing is to get everything historically correct. And we had lots of meetings to see how rural Ireland would have been, how downtrodden these people would have been, the clothes they would have worn. So we then had to go away and read our script and really set about creating the whole thing from scratch.
Well, I've just been to see the Rush Dramatic Society production of The Playboy of the Western World. Some really nice performances in there, so make sure you get down to it. It runs until the 20th of February, every Wednesday to Saturday. And also, as Sean mentioned, there is some pre-show discussions. So all you Leaving Cert students out there, make sure you get down. It may get you an A in your English.
Thanks for that, Aisling. Now, coming up after the Fingal Events Guide, we'll be out at the opening of the Balbriggan Youth Club, an event that was attended by the very glamorous Mrs. Mary McAleese.
Oh, lovely. And some sporting eye candy pop into us here in the studio. The lads from Sporting Fingal are here, along with a performance from young Skerries R&B artist Rob. All this after your Fingal Events Guide.
And now we're back in front of the widescreen, so you know it is time for your Fingal Event Guide.
Yes, coming up in your area this week, X Factor phenomenon Jedward are playing in the Helix. They're putting on 2 shows, one at 4 p.m. and one at 7:30 p.m. Tickets for that are €25, and I'm sure it's going to be an unmissable show.
It definitely is. You know, I'm Jedward's biggest fan.
You are.
Is that
got
weird?
a bit thing going on with your hair there, yeah.
I do.
You building it up?
Yeah, I'm going to dye it blonde now the next time as well. The PTA, or the Parent Teachers Association at Donaghy's Community School, are having an evening with Paul Harrington. He is 1994 Eurovision Song Contest winner for Rock and Roll Kids. It's going to be a great night. It's at the Hilton Hotel on the Malahide Road. Tickets are €15 and it's on Thursday the 15th of April. So I'd recommend, even for past or present students, go out there, mingle. It's going to be a bit of crack.
Yeah. Have a nice, enjoyable evening. Now, next up, Young, Green and Gifted. They're a trio comedy act and apparently the best value comedy act in Ireland. They're playing in Dreacht in Blanchardstown. Show starts at 8:15 p.m. on the 16th of April and tickets for that are €10.
Sweet deal.
Yeah.
On the 16th is a Friday, so that's if you went to Paul Harrington and you're not too hungover or ranting, then on the 16th you can go out to the Seamus Ennis Cultural Centre because Kathy Davies is going to be there, and I have to admit I'm a massive fan, and she's kind of easy on the eye as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So tickets are only €20. Show starts at 8:30, doors open at 7:30, so it's going to be good crack.
So that's it, folks. That's what's happening in your area from the Q at FCTV. Now, next up, the lads from Sporting Fingal are here. A nice treat for any of you sporting fans. Now, joining us in studio are Liam Buckley, manager of Sporting Fingal, their head coach John Devine, and one of their wonderfully talented players, Conan Byrne. Welcome to the studio, guys. Thanks for coming in to us.
Thank you.
Can you tell me now, are you the first Irish team to have moved up the ranks so quickly? I mean, you just founded, what, 2008?
As you say, we were founded in 2008. We initially applied for the A Championship, which is a third tier division. We got through that without kicking the ball because, unfortunately, Kilkenny City were in financial difficulty. We got offered the opportunity, which we took. We played in the first division. Our first season, we finished third. And just a season gone by, we finished third again, and we got promoted through the playoff system, so that puts us in the Premier Division.
Conan, how are things?
Not too bad, yourself?
Now, you were voted the 2008 Sporting Fingal Supporters Player, and you won it for UCD, of course, the year before as well. What sort of a relationship do you have with the fans?
I have a good rapport with the fans. I still do at UCD. Tremendous respect for UCD as well, considering that they brought me into the League of Ireland and gave me the opportunity to play in the League of Ireland. So I even scored against them last year and didn't celebrate. So
nice.
It's that just a bit of respect for them that I think that every player should give to their previous clubs for giving them the opportunity to play. But yeah, I had a great rapport with the UCD fans, but at the moment now it's a good one with the Sporting Fingal ones. It might help that I'm in regular contact with them through my role as community development manager at the club. So
yeah.
But it's great. Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, because you are the community development manager. Can you tell us a bit more about your role and how you get involved with the community?
Yeah, we do various initiatives within the community of Fingal. At the moment, we're going visiting every schools with the FAI Cup. So basically, you go into a school, bring the cup with us, and 3 or 4 players go in and answer any questions the kids have. about the club, about the professional lives of the players, or any questions really at all. We also do coaching courses in schools, nutrition talks, anti-racism talks, and all the players are qualified in doing them talks. So it's great for the players to be able to go into the schools and give something back, I suppose, to the community that they're in. And there's other initiatives. We set up a special Special Olympics soccer team, the first League of Ireland club to do so. A power wheelchair team is just basically wheelchair football. And I embarked on a charity aid mission to Zambia at the end of last year as well, which was I brought over 4 students and 2 teachers to work with physical and mental disabilities of children, and that was a tremendous experience for everyone involved, and we raised about €30,000. So that's just some of the work.
Deadly. John, you started off in Arsenal. You were an academy player over there, and you played with a lot of Irish people like Dave O'Leary.
It would have been David O'Leary, Frank Stapleton, you know, Liam Brady and myself. We would have been in around 74, 75, a long time ago. And not unlike the Man United team at the moment, there was about 7 players. There was 3 Northern Ireland players as well, Pat Jennings, Sammy Nelson and Pat Rice. So there would have been 7 Irish internationals in that squad. And we would have grown together, and we reached a few cup finals together, so it was a very good time.
In light of the sporting scandals with Tiger Woods and Ashley Cole, do you think that Irish sportsmen are more trustworthy?
You look at the people you've mentioned there, it's such a, you know, they're living in a goldfish bowl at the moment. Every movement they make, it's very difficult. Your private life is very exposed to the media at the moment, and they have a huge influence on you, so it's very difficult to have a private life. But I don't think the Irish press or media are as mercenary as the English and, well, the British, should I say. And so I think they have a better chance of just living quite a normal life, but it's a very difficult situation to be in at that level.
Excellent, thanks for that. Well, it's been great sitting beside such legendary football players.
Thanks, lads.
Thanks for coming in to us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now we're out to Balbriggan with Karen Yarig, and she was at the recent opening of the Balbriggan Youth Club, an event that was attended by President Mary McAleese.
So excited, I have to say, in the past couple of weeks. Anytime we mentioned her name, it was like, and she's coming to see us, and I'm going, yes, to see you. She wants to meet you, she wants to talk. Can I shake her hand? One of the young fellas was like, I want to ask her out. I was like, good luck with that.
We're here in Balbriggan today as the Balbriggan Youth Service launches its new building and welcomes President Mary McAleese to the official launch. So we're here with Moira Garland. She's the chairperson of the Balbriggan Advisory Committee. So Moira, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Balbriggan Youth Club?
Well, Cara, we started up back in '91. It was a number of parents in Balbriggan. We came together because we were looking for something for our young people to do.
And can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen today?
Well, today's opening is the relaunch of the project, which is brilliant. It was always our dream to have a professional project for the young people of Balbriggan. And last year we went into partnership with Froiga, the national organisation. So today now we're lucky enough to see the launch of this project.
So we're here with Glenn and Yulia, who are both on the Balbriggan Youth Committee. So Glenn and Yulia, what are your favourite things to do here at the club?
Well, my favourite thing is to come here and actually learn how to play guitar, because it's actually really enjoyable. Yeah.
Mine is probably the same, and playing pool.
I would now like to invite our guest of honour, Mary McAleese, President of Ireland, to the podium.
Despite all the bad news that's around, you're in good form, aren't you? Because you're doing something really positive, aren't you, here? You're investing in yourselves here, all the young people. That's what you're doing, investing in yourselves.
My favourite thing about the youth club is the way, like, you feel free and, like, there's no one hassling you, and it's, like, just all good.
We're here at Derval Cumasky and Sharon Cumasky, who are the Senior Youth Officer for Balbriggan and the Youth Officer for Balbriggan respectively. Ladies, can you tell me a little bit about what happens here at the club?
Well, all the young people come in after school because it is an after school service. So from 3 o'clock right up until 10 o'clock every day, something different is happening. So never one day is the same with the young people. There's no rules like for, it's for certain young people. It's open to everybody.
When you get the chance for your ideas to be listened to, they have the opportunity to really flood other people's imaginations. You have the opportunity to make things happen your way.
Well, we have meetings every Friday and we come here and we discuss about stuff that we should do more often. What should we organise for other teenagers?
We organised a Halloween festival there just there October.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was good. Me and Lara was MCing on it. It was embarrassing.
We're here at Monica Harford. She's the Deputy Mayor of Fingal. Monica, can you tell us what the benefits of the youth club are for the youth of Balbriggan?
I think the best thing about it is that it provides a facility where the youth can come in off the street. So hopefully the word will get around and it will just flourish.
Well, have a ball here. It's for you. It's to make your lives the best they can be. You'll bring out the very best in yourselves. So enjoy doing it, have fun doing it, and make friends doing it. Garmila Mahigan.
Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for on another great edition of The Q.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
It's been very emotional, to be honest.
Do you think?
Yeah, but emotional in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
No, I'm happy. Anyway, if you've been affected by any of today's issues raised in the show, remember you can contact us at info@fctv.ie, and remember to tell all those family members, cousins, nephews, nieces, godchildren, grannies, dogs, aunties, anyone you want, tell them they can tune in to us at fctv.ie/The Q.
Now, playing us out today is another of Fingal's finest talents. At 22 years of age, he has recorded and engineered his very first EP, Sleepless. The EP was mastered by legendary LA engineer Bob Katz. Welcome to the studio, Rob.
Thank you.
So tell me, how did you go about engineering and recording your own EP?
Well, I was interested in music at a very, very early age, 12.
Wow.
And I started sound engineering in college. I just blended the two, the creative aspects and the technical aspects, and I made a project.
Excellent.
Nice, because there's quite a haunting sound to some of the beats in your songs and that. Is there any particular influences you have?
Well, I take it from my own day-to-day life. Whatever I'm going through at any period of time, I write about it. Love, hate, anger, happiness, whatever.
Because there's a lot of passion and pain that comes through in your song now, you know. Is there anyone in particular?
Well, the idea of that song was to kind of unload on a woman who didn't know that I liked them.
Okay.
And I just kind of let them know that I do, and now she knows.
Now she knows.
Not bad. Well, I generally stalk them into submission, but I like your method
that
too.
Works too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with yours. So tell me, how do you go about distributing your stuff?
Well, at the moment I'm online at robrecords.com and
Okay.
Facebook and Bebo and all the other social sites. And now FCTV, you know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, and tell me, Bob Katz, how did you get in contact with him, or why did you?
In college, we all knew about Bob Katz. He's a very renowned and famous
Okay.
man. And I've heard his work before on commercial CDs, and I just thought I'd chance my arm at contacting him, and he heard my CD, and he liked it, and he thought it was up to the best production he's ever heard in rap and hip-hop.
Wow, well, it's a very inspirational story.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
you're going to play Now You Know for us.
I am, yeah.
Excellent. Take it away there, Rob.
Thank you.
Now I guess I will never get fully used to this, but how could I ever miss something that could not exist? It never was, never is, or never will be. It's just a funny dream that means way too much to me. It's just a fantasy that I never planned to see. It just happened casually, it left me a casualty, with my head wide open and my mind strung tight. My thoughts die broken cause my hands won't write. Can you see it in my eyes? Can you hear it in my voice? I'm feeling I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to let you in. I'm gonna have to let you in. Can you try to understand that this is hard? And I don't wanna fall too far. I can't let this weakness show. Wanna keep it a secret. You're always asking me to speak with honesty and open up my mind to you, and I really want to let my feelings flow. But when the words come, I'm biting my tongue, cause there's some things I just can't say, cause the things about you I'm afraid to show. And now you know how much you really mean to me, and that you seem to be the only reason why I'm breathing on this track. You're the reason why I rap. I don't do it for the claps, I just do it for the smile that I wanna give you back. Cause you brought me so much, your pretty eyes have left me touched. They told the most beautiful story, but just only in a rush. Your gorgeous face has left me dazed, a perfect paradise you traced. You bring dreams to all my nights, and you're the music to my days. Can you see it in my eyes? Can you hear it in my voice? I'm feeling I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to let you in. I'm gonna have to let you in. Can you try to understand that this is hard? And I don't wanna fall too far. I can't let this weakness show. Wanna keep it a secret. And now you know exactly what I'm thinking when I'm dreaming. I just wanna hold your hand, even though I know I can't. You're the corners of my smile, you're the center of my style. It is all a lot of verb, but you make it so worthwhile. Cause these lyrics don't come easy, and these songs are getting cheesy, but these feelings just won't leave me. And I'm hoping you believe me when I tell you that I tried to keep all these thoughts inside. And so for the sake of pride, I'm hoping that they subside. Can you see it in my eyes? Can you hear